Hi everyone, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk and I'm back with number 2 of Spring and Summer Sunday, and today we're going to make this beautiful calendar. And without me realising, I think I've done 3 calendar projects this week. I mean, I didn't realise, but hey, never mind. But this one has got a magnet on the back so you can pop it on the fridge, and I actually think it looks really professional because it's so solid, you know. It's really solid because it's made with chipboard, and I think it's just so pretty. If you can pick up the wink of Stella I've got there. No, you can't. Oh yeah, you can there. You know, you've got your little calendar there, beautiful ribbon, and this gorgeous Fallen in Love DSP, which I have fell in love with it, and absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I really think they look really professional. So that's what I'm going to show you how I made today, but we're going to do it with a different stamp set, which is another favourite of mine, which is Dragonfly Dreams. Absolutely beautiful. You've also got the matching framelits as well. So I'm going to be cutting the big dragonfly out, and I'm going to stamp 2 of these smaller ones onto vellum and heat emboss them with silver powder. Okay, so that's what we're going to use. So pop that there. I've got all my little bits and bobs ready here. So I've got some very vanilla glimmer paper here. Now this is our chipboard, and I get this from, normally when we order any glimmer paper or foil or even DSP packs, you often get a big 12 by 12 chipboard piece in just to protect them. So that's where I get them from, and it needs to measure 6 3/8 by 4 3/8. Okay, so 4 3/8 by 6 3/8. I've got a couple of pieces of vellum for my dragonfly, some silver foil as well. I think that's what I'm going to cut the large dragonfly out with. And I've got a magnetic piece of magnet, which I just use because, if you've noticed, I always store most of my framelits on one of these magnetic sheets, and I just had some little cut-offs from that, which that's what we're using for the magnet. The piece of Lush and Bride is going to go on the back to make it look nice and tidy, and that needs to measure 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 inches. And I've got my little calendar again, which I said I got these from eBay, but I'm sure you could pick them up from Amazon or anywhere really. So, oh yes, and the all-important designer series paper, Fallen in Love again, and this needs to measure, let's just get some of these out of the way. So your DSP needs to measure 6 1/2 inches by 8 1/2 inches. Okay, and I'm going to use this side, and this is for our to cover our chipboard with. Okay, so you need to score your paper at 1 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so I'm just going to take my trimmer here, and I'm just going to line it up with the 1 inch on the right. Just pop it in there, and we're just going to score at 1 inch and do that on all 4 sides. Okay, so that's that done. Whoops. Right, what we need to do now is you're going to fold and burnish these score lines here. Whoops. Okay, so what you need to do now is take some tape, and we need to put tape down on all 4 of these little score pieces. If I can get the end of the tape, that's it. So just sort of, you know, about there will do. And just put them on all 4. Okay, so that's what you should have. And then take your piece of chipboard, because that is going to sit in there. And we also need to cover the chipboard with tape as well, so it sticks to our paper. So I normally just put 3 or 4 pieces. Oops, without sticking it on your grid paper, that is. To cut that bit off now, it's got paper stuck to it. As this is very strong, this tape, once you get this down, it's not really coming off. Okay, so we'll peel the back ends off our tape here. And then we're going to stick this into the middle of round our score lines here. So just get this even. And that looks okay to me. And press that down. And then just make sure they fold round like so, which they do. And that's what will give you that nice, you know, thick calendar. Now, what you need to do now is, I'm just getting my largest scissors out. So take your scissors, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to snip away each corner like this and just leave a little piece. Okay, you don't have to be too precise, I wouldn't worry. So you should end up with something looking like that. And then they're just going to get folded over. So I'm going to start the two long sides first. And we're just going to bring that over, give that a good press down. Same with this one. Okay, and then if you take your bone folder and just push those little sides in, just tuck them around there, and then that will give you nice tidy corners. Okay, let's press them down. Same on this side, just push the little corners in. Like so. Oops. And there you go, that's what you should end up with, which I think looks, you know, really neat, really nice. Okay, so what we're going to do is I've got some of this silver ribbon here. Now I'm going to have this along here, but I want to check that I've got enough room for my calendar first. So the calendar is going to go about there, and the ribbon is going to just go up from there. And then I've got a very vanilla oval and a glimmer paper oval, scalloped oval, and they're going to go somewhere there because I want some room for a dragonfly, a couple of dragonflies as well. So just get an idea of where you're going to lay everything out. So we'll stick the calendar on, and I'm just going to use some Tombow for that. Okay, so just get the calendar nice and central if you can. Just press that down. Okay, and then the ribbon, you want to cut some of that off because you must stick any ribbon on before you put your backing on, because that's going to hide, you know, all the little bits that you've got. So I think my ribbon's going to go about there. Yeah, about there. So I'm just going to get some fuse for the ribbon. So I know I want it, just put a couple of pieces on here. Didn't stick that in the right place, did I? Try, oh, bent me calendar. Never mind. Okay, so just get that looking straight. There we go. That's what we're after there. So I'm not going to be sticking anything else down like that, so I think we can get our back on now. So I normally just glue that on as well. I mean, I forgot to say as well, these were the gifts that I sent everybody who shopped with me in December. So I hope everyone's got them now. I know some have got them because they've told us. But I made some with a little hang, like a ribbon that hung as well, so you could just hang them on the wall. And I also made some with the magnets on too. So yeah, that's what everybody got who shopped with me in December. Okay, so that just makes it look, you know, a lot tidier and neater. Now we're going to do, I also want a bow on there as well later. So I've got a couple of pieces of vellum, and we're going to heat emboss some dragonflies here. So I've got the dragonfly mounted there. I'm just going to wipe the vellum over. Okay, and then ink up our dragonfly stamp. this really is another gorgeous stamp set. It really is. Okay, so just ink that up. You need to make sure you leave enough room to cut it out. Okay, that looks great. And I don't think I'll get another one on there actually. No, it'll be a bit tight. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to use both of them. I'm just doing two in case I decide that I want two on, but I'm not sure yet, so again, we'll ink the Dragonfly up. Yeah, that looks good. And we're gonna heat set emboss these with silver powder. So I'm gonna pour the powder on, and then I think my camera needs charging, so I'm gonna have to come back when I've heat set them. There we go. So I'm going to do them and I'll be back when they're done. Okay everyone, I'm back, and I decided to just go for one of the vellum dragonflies because I didn't want it to be too cluttered, but that's what it's like when it's cut out. It cuts out all the beautiful detail as well, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous. And the big dragonfly, I cut him out with just the silver foil. So that's the two that we're going to put on the calendar. So this little very vanilla oval that I cut out before, what I'm going to do is this stamp here, I'm going to kind of stamp that on the oval with some crumb cake. But I think what I'm going to do is stamp it off actually first, because I don't want it to be too dark. So I've got the stamp mounted here, and I'm just going to ink it up, and then I'm going to stamp off, and I'm just going to kind of cover the oval with it, sort of. That's the plan anyway. Maybe do a bit of stamp the bit what's left. There we go, like second and third generation stamping. There we go. So that's what our little dragonflies are going to sit on. So I'm just going to clean this stamp off. Okay, so I've got the silver glimmer, and we're going to attach this to that with some Tombow. If it decides it's going to come out, I think I could possibly need a new one of these. Oh no, we've got some out. Okay, so we will pop this on here. There we go. And then some dimensionals, I think, that will go on the back of here. But I think before I pop this on, what I'm going to do is attach my magnet at the back of the calendar. So I've got some tape mounted on the back here, and incidentally this magnet is cut at, it's 2 by 3.5 inches, okay, but you can obviously, you know, use whatever you've got really. It doesn't have to be the same size, and I just tend to pop it in the middle here, like so. And there we go, got a nice strong magnet on the back of our calendar. I made a little bow as well from the same ribbon, and I'm just going to attach that with some little glue dots, I think. Okay, I've popped 2 glue dots on there, and that's going to go there. Okay, and now we're going to pop these on, this on rather. I mean, the great thing is you can make these calendars in any design, any colour, you know, use any stamp set you like. And I mean, I made loads to send out in all different colours and designs, and you know, I really thought they looked beautiful. So we're going to pop this about there, looks good to me, I think. Yeah, pop that there. And then our little dragonflies, I'm going to pop the big one here, and I'm just going to pop some little glue dots on the middle of his body, I think. This is quite a big dragonfly. So I'm going to pop him here, and I've just lifted his wings up a little bit. And this is the one we did in vellum, which we heat embossed. And I might pop that one there. And basically that's it. I mean, you can add, you know, whatever you want, put on whatever you want. But I think they make fantastic gifts, and like I said before, I really do think they look, you know, quite professional. The way they're made, and they're so strong as well. I mean, you know, I think that looks beautiful. That would look fab on somebody's fridge. So I think I might add some of these little gems that I've got. I've got some of these silver enamel shapes. I just need to get a little pokey tool. And I might just dot a few around, actually, around the calendar, you know, just to give it some more sparkle. I think that looks quite pretty. There we go. I think that is really, really gorgeous, and those dragonflies are just absolutely beautiful. And then on the back it's all nice and finished off, you know, and it's actually quite heavy, to be honest. So the one that I made, this one was using Beautiful You, which that's gorgeous as well. I love that. And I also, the Better Than Email stamp, I also stamped them all with that as well. So if you've got that stamp set, you can do that too. Now, like I said, these were for customers who shop with me in December. But what I'm going to do is, obviously I've got 2 here now, and also, if you remember the notepads I did the other day with the calendar in. So I think what I'm going to do is, I've got 2 here, and the next 2 people who place an order through me on my online shop, which you can access at www.anshappystampers.co.uk. and then that's my blog, and then there'll be a shop now tab or shop online now along the top of the blog. That'll take you straight to my online shop. So I think the next 2 people who place an order with me will get this set sent out, and then the other person will get this set sent out, you know, just as a little way of saying thank you if you place the next 2 people who place an order. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will be back again next Wednesday with another tutorial. But if you keep going on my blog, I'm posting cards on there every day, so there'll always be something on my blog every day. So okay, thanks for now. Thank you, take care, and until next time, bye for now.